Here at CES 2024, I got to step inside Sony Honda Mobility's new concept vehicle, first announced last year, but now ready for at least me to step inside and check it out. Thankfully this year there are less mysteries and a lot more answers, and the company is still committed to getting this vehicle available for order in 2025 and on US roads by 2026. Now this year the Afeela looks pretty similar to the vehicle we saw last year, but there have been some subtle design changes. One isn't quite so subtle. You might notice the huge LiDAR notch on the top of the car there. And obviously the dash, as you can see here, is much improved with the ability to kind of display more content and display more, I guess, individuality. And I think one of the major takeaways for me during all of the announcements about this vehicle this year have been all the collaborations that Sony Honda Mobility have decided to take. They're working with Microsoft to create a dedicated personal assistant for the drivers and passengers in the car, and that will tap into Microsoft's Azure AI technology. The idea being you could use natural language processing to ask your car all those questions that I guess people ask cars. It's also working with Polyphonic Digital, that's the company behind video game series Gran Turismo, which makes sense, you know, cars. And they're working on a nebulous seeming aim of developing vehicles that fuse the virtual and the real, mainly in the area of the human senses. What? For now, that's resulted in an Afeela you can drive, but in Gran Turismo. And it might not be a huge surprise to tell you that it's a Sony car, so a lot of the most intriguing features are gadget features. Sony and Honda have used their combined strengths to create a car that has noise cancellation, the idea being with Honda's exterior skills and Sony's interior skills, this entire car when you're inside will feel like a soothing bubble, and all better to listen to your favorite music, watch your favorite movies, and maybe even play some games. And in one of the more random things I've got to do at CES, I ended up sat in this car playing a PlayStation 5 game, Horizon Forbidden West. Because it's a car made, at least partly, by Sony. Don't get me wrong, this isn't a PlayStation 5 baked into the hood. No, it's remote play, but it's identical to remote play you might already use on your phones, tablets, or PCs. The entertainment features stretch further as well. Obviously you can see it has this luscious media dash. It's the combination of augmented reality, this luscious dash, and even that LiDAR notch that intrigued me the most. With all of those sensors, the car can kind of see the world around you and then reinterpret it on that dash itself. You can see it during this very cool demo I got to test. Remember, I can't drive, so this was the closest I'm going to get to driving a Sony car. The EV can draw data from its sensors and then create 3D worlds that are kind of fantastical. You might see me hunting monsters in the car, driving around this fictional 3D landscape. But there are actual grown-up uses as well. It'll be able to display very rich augmented reality features of nearby businesses or local landmarks, all on that very long, wide screen. And another collaboration, this time with Qualcomm, uses its Snapdragon Ride SoC to power the concept vehicle's advanced driving features. Now, the Afeela should be able to reach level 3 autonomous driving. Now, we're not really seeing that yet in cars, but that is coming in a couple of years' time. A level 3 autonomous driving vehicle can actually handle and drive a car pretty much by itself without any need for human interaction. In short, that's the autonomous driving future we were promised, and this could be one of the cars to achieve it. You can also use all of those sensors within the car to kind of show off. The car will detect you approaching the driver's door and it will kind of open ahead of you so you can get in. It'll also, apparently, at least according to the press release, be able to detect the driver and then unlock the car with cameras and sensors and all that kind of magic. I kind of love how Sony Honda Mobility has gone to town with the entertainment features. Sure, there's music. Sure, there's even movies. Sure, there's even PlayStation games. There's even karaoke. Oh yes, you'll be able to sing along with the lyrics displayed on that dash so the whole car can hate your interpretation of Taylor Swift classics. I think many of you, and me too, are wondering if a car like this will actually ever make it to a consumer vehicle on our roads. And the company is still promising that, and I find that very intriguing. At a show like CES, all these gadget bells and whistles, all these entertainment features are perfect for the people that are at CES. But for car fans, are they going to be intrigued what Sony Honda Mobility are offering here? That remains to be seen. But this car is definitely coming, and I can't wait to test drive the real thing. Now, for everything else here from CES 2024, make sure to check out Engadget.com and make sure to like and subscribe our YouTube channel. Thanks once again for watching, and I'll see you next time.